That's just as far as the way the culture is, and people use we're about hate. To get there's a quote that I have. Don't use hate as a cure for your insecurities and ignorance.
Jay-Z and Beyonce seems like they're happy from the outside looking in. Mm-hmm. Now, I think you rated Beyonce, what, like an 8? Mm-hmm. Where would you rate Lori Harvey?
You got a picture of her? You got a picture of Lori Harvey?
Sure. Okay, so you've taken a look at Lori Harvey. What did you think? How would you rate her?
I give her an 8.
Okay. An 8. Mm-hmm. Pretty high.
She's pretty.
She's still a young girl, early 20s. I mean, her dad or her stepdad is Steve Harvey.
Right.
Career-wise, I'm not quite sure what she's doing, but, she seems to be having a good time. And what's interesting about Lori, because she's really been in a lot of the spotlight, especially in Vlad TV world. And I had Boosie on here recently. And his thing was this. He said, yes, Lori Harvey's a very pretty girl and so forth. But in the past year, she's dated Trey Songz, Future, Diddy's son, now Michael B. Jordan. There's a couple other, I think there's like a race car driver thrown in there somewhere and so forth. And a lot of people got really upset. But his thing is listen, if you're okay with your daughter,
I want to get to the review.
Sleeping with 5, 6, 7 guys in a 6-month, wants to sleep with, but the women whose men end up cheating on them and they stay with the man, like little baby's baby mother.
Okay.
A lot of women call them stupid.
The woman who decides to stay with a man who exercises options or cheated are called fools.
Right.
Because that's the double message that women get. And that's part of the confusion. We celebrate women's independence as long as they're single. But a woman can't make an independent decision to stay with a man that makes her a fool. How many people said Beyonce should leave Jay-Z? And that would have been dumb. See, we celebrate things that go opposite of what many women want. Many women want to be with one man and to build something. So what are we ultimately telling women? That, hey, get out here, do your thing, and then come to my show and listen to women who were able to do that, and then after age 35 or so, recognize that you've had a lot of dealings with men, you've had a lot of great life, but do you have that value, the man that you value, and you're building a life or legacy with? And most don't. And what I hear more than anything else is women have been told they can have it all, but it's about choices. So we should.
But do you hear what he's saying though?
Yeah. So what you asking? I don't know. What's the question?
So basically where he was coming from was he was just saying that after you done made so many different life choices and you done lived so freely and vicariously and did all this stuff, you can't be mad at your value depreciating. You feel me? Right. Or like the man that you want, or the man that you waiting on, or the man that you're in front of, the one that's actually dealing with you while you're going through that, not being the man that you need to be with because of the choices that you made. And that's crazy. He wasn't that rough in that video or whatever. He chose a decent one. But, cancel culture in this generation, like you said, most women and everybody being so soft, and I hate it. It's like people don't want to hear what they need to hear. And it's crazy. I was shook too. That stuff was pretty scary, watching everybody turn into partition. but it was cool though, like just seeing everybody be sexually liberated and just fighting for respect at the same time and just normalizing the female form, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Like we should be able to free the nipple and everything, but I do think that females should, I don't know. Yeah. We can't put everybody in the box. We want equality, but there's nothing wrong with being modest and still being respected as a modest person. It feels like only hoochies and hoes get attention anyway.
Nah, you think so? I think nurses get a lot of love.
You know, RNs be having on them small scrub pants. They trying to get seen too. Oh, that's a rule, like the 10 centimeters in the Olympics. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's what it was. But don't they pick their own out?
What they say, everybody that work at Walmart be thick.
That's no free grapes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the
eating
free grapes.
Yeah, they walk by.
Gluten and grapes.
I'm weak.
But you guys, don't be scared to call in. We have the number right down here, 513-788-3910. Call in. We have a few more topics to go. Let me see. But I feel like women rarely do get like a dose of like honest truth from men. It's crazy whenever they actually do send it out.
Man, like you
It's like they get canceled.
Yeah, like you were saying, it's like they be scared.
But you can't be a hypocrite, you know. You have to live by what you're saying. There's a lot of double standards, and it's nothing wrong with men want things to be back in the old ways. They basically had whole slaves, you know. Like we did everything for y'all. Like what? I would want that too. What? Fuck out of here, martini.
Oh wait.
The smacker, like she just got to keep cooking. Like what?
Nah, you'll get tired
the
of
food
that.
get better.
Oh wait. Nah.
Like what? Who would want that to be back normal? Like, but we not going.
Nah, yeah, slow now.
Like, what are you expecting?
And then like she's like, oh yeah, the lights ain't working. He's like, man, I've been in the factory for 12 hours.
Now I'm digging in the kid's ears, making earwax so he don't beat us. It's crazy.
All that like, I'm not saying women ain't had back then either. You know, you think about it. Guys are in the factory 12, 13 hours a day. They come home, all they want to do is watch TV, keep the radio, eat dinner. And they gotta hear a complaint. That's the first thing they hear when they get home.
Hey, but you're not even really speaking on black people when you say that, because like I always say, black women never really went through the housewife phase. You know, we didn't ever get to go through that. That's a white woman plight. You feel me? Black women didn't ever get to go through the whole housewife thing. That's somebody else's dream. You feel me? So to even expect that, and we weren't even like, you know, raised through that at all.
Yeah,
so that's just the idea, you know? So you're really expecting so much, and we really already do it, but it's just the fact that that's not our history. It sounds good.
Man, we just adopted it because that's what they promote all the time. But yeah, I ain't never think about it like that.
Some current events. Did you hear about the baby?
Oh yeah. I was just talking about him.
So can you read his actual statement? So basically, the baby just got in trouble and got pulled from Lollapalooza and dropped from a few endorsements, and they're thinking about dropping him from his actual record deal, like actually canceling this man.
Dang.
For the stuff that he said. He made a statement about LGBT people sucking dick in the parking lot. I don't really know. But we need the actual statement right now. Just read it.
I'm weak.
Anybody that, don't have AIDS or something like that got homosexual.
Dang, I don't want to paraphrase it because it's crazy. But the baby was basically saying, like, I guess he got on the stage, and you know how people make statuses, and they're like this if you don't have AIDS, and then people just be liking it and shit, like share if you don't have herpes.
Yeah, he did
We
one of
just
them.
share it like whatever. Okay, so basically he was on a stage or whatever, and he basically was like if you don't have HIV or AIDS or whatever, throw your glasses up, da 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 da. and everybody was mad as fuck. You feel me? So he later made a statement basically saying like, my friends, I know gay people and they don't have AIDS. They classy. They not sucking dick in the parking lot. Like
Oh
what?
yeah, he made it worse.
Made it worse. You feel me? He made it super, super worse. So he talked about, I said what I said, and now he apologizing about it because they didn't drop him from all this different stuff, and it's crazy because
I don't know, bro. He got to be
he
smarter
knew he
than that.
messed up. He completely knew he messed up. That's crazy to me.
That son up his sleeve. He got to be smarter than that. Unless, like, I don't get it. You knew better.
Definitely knew better. That's crazy. At a whole.
He said anybody who's ever been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions of offending anybody. So my apologies. But the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. You do you. Y'all business is y'all business.
So do you feel like when public figures and stuff are making statements like that you have to tell your kids what that stuff is?
Nah, you don't got to. But if they're already talking about it, then yeah. But I don't know if you want to introduce it like, hey, look what the baby just said. Like, but definitely if you see they already talking about it with their peers, then you might as well go ahead and hop in that convo too.
Well, you said 3 more. So, his son is only 2 though, so a lot of these don't really apply. So with all the mistakes you remember making throughout your whole entire life, have you been preparing your child not to make the same mistakes that you have? Or have you not really made enough mistakes to start training them on yet?
I definitely try to teach him what I know. But at the same time, I know that he gonna make his own mistakes. So I don't want to be like micromanaging somebody when you at work. You know, father, like just all up on him, not having no freedom and learn his own lessons. So I try to do that balance.
As far as fatherhood, what would be the hardest part that you would say?
The hardest part would be knowing that you're not perfect. You know, you can't. I think that hinder your relationship with your child too. When you're too busy trying to make the right decision and stuff all the time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Whew. It's crazy trying to feel like you have so much to live up to. Thank God that's your first son. So he's the example.
Yeah.
Lucky him, right? Being the oldest. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah. I got. They're gonna be mad at me.
Don't be the oldest.
No, I ain't the oldest. I'm the oldest
Can't
out of my
stand
father's child.
Y'all perfect.
I'm the oldest out of my father's child.
Oh yeah, I should have known.
Oh, for real.
He act like it. But you said what?
No, so I'm the oldest out of my father's father kids. I'm like 4 or 5 of my mama.
Okay. But you was gonna get the order wrong.
Nah, I was trying to count on how many it was, all of us together. I ain't even gonna.
All right, no quizzes. They ain't gonna be mad at you today. But I am gonna sign off of here. It was great checking in with you guys.
Yeah.
Do you think it's being... Sorry. Now she give me the mic. Do you think it's difficult being a co-parent?
Yes. It is difficult.
Like,
Well, I don't know if it's co-parenting or if it's just how, my personality and her person. I don't know if it's us or if it's actually co-parenting. Because from the outside looking in, it'd be a lot of relationships, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, they got that like a factory, you know what I'm saying? It's working like clockwork. But I think, I don't know, me and my baby mom, we might just be 2 strong-minded people, so we clash a lot.
right. So you think that, like, do you feel that your relationship with your baby mom is affecting your relationship with your child?
Nah.
Not
I think we at least got that understanding. We know about him first. Maybe all the other extra little stuff that come with it.
right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you just became a single father, like yo, baby mom's was like, man, forget that kid. Like how you think that'd be?
I think that would be for me or
Yeah.
anybody.
You or in general?
For me, I know I have to make a lot of selfless decisions. That changed my life a lot. So I think yeah, just making sure that I keeping him first as my main priority, then I probably be good. But that's easy. I mean, that's easier said than done.
Right.
So, but some people be having a support system and everything where they don't need like they baby daddy or their baby mama. Some people, they do need that good person.
What about those men who are married and got kids? You think like they made better decisions, into starting their family, or you think it's almost all the same? You got kids, it's a little extra work.
No, I think that varies. A child could have two parents that co-parent and have a way better relationship in life than some like just because people in the house together, they could be toxic just as much as parents who not together. So it just all varies what the child got going in general.
Right. But like you said, your child is 3. Like
Yeah, he'll be 3.
he'll be 3.
Yeah.
So how you feel about all the pooping and crying and all that?
It's frustrating, man, because he's smart. He get everything else, like, but he won't go to the bathroom. Like, well, so I was like, is it not really clicking, or do you know at the end of the day I'm gonna change your diaper? Like, it's bad. But that's what I'm saying. Like, he know neighborhoods and everything. He's like, we in Avondale, we in College Hill, but you can't go to the potty. So, yeah, we working on it. We working.
Right. I don't have a kid yet. I'm working on it, but this is a great episode to have. This was my MC's idea right here. The lovely Aziza on camera. And I would love to have kids, just ain't real financially prepared. Like, even though I got a show and all that, like, from all the stories that I've heard, all the stories that I've seen and been through, like, maybe it put like a type of fear factor in me, kind of scared me straight before getting a child. It was like, oh, you need to get one now, get one whenever. I'm like, that's cool, but who gonna take care of that child?
Right.
Like, I hear you guys saying y'all a support system, but it's a whole different story. Like you said, like when the action actually happens, it all varies.
Yeah, that's how I plan on mine being too. But Valentine's Day.
I mean, I work at home, so I can't babysit just because. I gotta make sure he okay though. Yeah, so yeah, again, like it's really great that like we get to talk to sucks that we only got to talk to one single father, but maybe a married father, maybe a non-co-parent single father as well, like just seeing like the different perspectives, like it actually shows.
Yeah, that would have been live.
Like it's cool that we get to hear about more co-parenting fathers. Like, you guys actually exist, no matter what, our bitter baby mamas be saying.
Right. Look. And the narrative.
They lost it. They lost it. I was all into it.
No, for real. It's great that, we know that co-parenting fathers exist. Like, we always make it seem like they don't exist sometimes.
Man, yeah.
Like, oh man, like, the child support ain't there. He don't ever want to pick up the child on the weekends and all that. I'm not talking about nobody specific. Really not though. I'm really not. Okay. That's yeah, so it's just great to hear those stories. It's great to know that there's still people here trying to take care of their children and all that. It's great that, like Aziza said, like there's so many co-parents coming up, like black family homes coming up now. Once upon a time, just a few years ago, that wasn't real. That wasn't happening.
Yeah.
People was leaving households for the stupidest reasons.
7 families.
Man.
Right.
That, yeah.
Now social media. We go see them on Father's Day.
You hear me?
Right.
You got 7 kids?
Now there's proud fathers of 7 kids, you know, even though they got like 5, 6, 7 baby mamas. Like I got a friend, like got 8 kids, a bunch of baby mamas, but he loves his kids to death, you know, so that's just, you know, we're finally coming up.
Setting a standard.
We setting a standard. Like, okay, cool. Nothing wrong at all with big families. I want 5 kids myself. I do.
5 kids.
I want 5 kids. So
Oh no, I think I want it done.
I want 5 of them. I want 5 little monsters just running around the house. And I'm gonna tell them that too. I'm like, I love you so much, even though you're a little monster.
Oh, wait.
After maybe, I don't know, the 10th year, I finally understood how to raise them.
Man, look.
Just, I told you I'm broke, but
I told you,
y'all
bro.
encouraging me.
Look.
Y'all encouraging me. No, so yeah. Also, thank you for getting on the show. You know,
Yeah, for
we need
sure.
more men on our show. We're tired of bribing them to get on our show.
Oh yeah, appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah, like we're yeah. Look, we get more women on our show, and that's cool. But again, more men, like especially more professional men, more motivated men. More men who are like actually out here doing actual things instead of like just being in these streets. The streets ain't fun when you 40 years old. You still gotta make that fast money. Like black, white, Hispanic, whatever. Like there's a bunch of people out here. They got to be in that van at 6 a.m, going to some dude's house like 3 hours away, fixing their gutters and stuff. And that's the rest of their life.
Man.
You know, we want to talk to more men who are in offices, maybe teachers, politicians, pastors, public figures, all that. Like, you know, if you know anybody, you know, get them on our show if they want.
Oh yeah. I know a few. Know a lot of good men.
Yeah, we need more of those out on picture. Like, there's a bunch of great women. There's so much great women out there. It's as if men don't exist no more. Like, right, like, look, my MC's a woman, and, you know, I wouldn't trade her for the world. I really wouldn't. Yeah, this is just my little thank you for the season finale of season 1. It was a great run, great little tryout. We're still on Spotify, so, you know, you ever want to look at the episode again, you can check us out on Spotify.
Definitely.
I'm not
He promoting.
I'm promoting. I'm doing a shameless plug here real quick. Look, sorry, you guys. You know, King McCall here. I try not to be on the show much because this isn't about me. This isn't about what I do. This is about other people. I have an MC for a reason. She kind of shied out at the end, but it's cool. You know, like, I just want to make sure everybody gets their limelight in this show on the right way, because this is all about, you know, the hard questions that people don't want to ask, people don't want to actually talk about and such. It's cool that you want to have conversations, but you be having too many private conversations. We need more public conversations about things that actually need to be talked about. That's what the whole point of this show is. There's so many issues, and we're trying to fix it today. If not today, then when?
Man.
Yeah, but, you know,
What's
we're
up?
almost out of time, so I'm giving MC back the mic.
Sorry. We kind of breezed through those questions in the first half. Am I free to rap? Thank you guys once again for a whole 13 videos. Airs, Spotify's, streams, everything. Thanks for all the support for an entire year. Hopefully many, many more to come. Be sure to follow us on Spotify under the same name, right? CT Time Royalty Entertainment. You're going to find our email right here. Go ahead and email us stories about phenomenal black men. And I also want to thank Rob for coming in at a short notice. I asked this guy today. He came in today. Awesome. And thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Asisa Red. See y'all next time.